Hello guys and welcome back for a brand new video commentary for BFME2, the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.02 version 8.3. Today with an ANGMAR mirror on the map ANGMAR's edit. It's gonna be a 1v1 between Rambo 4000 and Mr. Smok. But before we're gonna jump into today's video guys, I want to remind you that our World Championship for Rise of the Witch King with a cash prize of $500 is gonna begin very soon. And if you don't wanna miss any of these games, please make sure to check me out on my Twitch channel. Follow me there if you didn't do it yet, twitch.tv/BeyondStandards. The link for that is also gonna be in the video description below. But before losing any more time, let's get it started. And here we go. On the right side of the map we have the blue ANGMAR player Rambo 4000 and his opponent at the left side of the map is the orange ANGMAR player Mr. Smok. It's an ANGMAR mirror on the ANGMAR's edit, and yeah, I was not making video commentaries that much from this map, but this map is actually being included now in almost every single tournament we are hosting. We have white creeps here, two of them protecting those inns. At the bottom side, at the top side, we have a troll creep here, at the top right, same at the bottom left side, and then we have also two goblin layers here and here. Besides that, I would say it's a pretty predictable map, not that big, but it's nicely designed and I like this map a lot. Beautiful. Alright, so Mr. Smok actually starting with a Hall of the Kingsman after 2 mills, and I'm assuming that's gonna be pretty much the same start here. Never mind, Rambo 4000 is starting with 3 mills into the Hall of the Kingsman instead. So he will have a better resource income, but that also means that his units, they're gonna be on the field delayed, and Mr. Smok could use that for his own advantage. PowerPoint wise, I mean, ANGMAR is kinda limited in terms of PowerPoint usage at the beginning of the game, and that means like almost exclusively we're gonna have the war chant start from both the ANGMAR players, Mr. Smok, but also from Rambo 4000. The second Hall of the Kingsman is coming up for Rambo, and I'm assuming that's gonna be the same here for Mr. Smok. But what you could also do in a matchup like this, you can go for the Troll and Wolf then. And then you can get those Wolf Riders on the field, and in the worst case you're gonna force your opponent to make a lot of these pikemen to counter them. And then you could use the mobility of those Wolf Riders to actually harass your opponent's mills and potentially take them down. Looks like Mr. Smok is gonna go for the creep, and Rambo doesn't do anything yet because his units again are gonna be joining the fight a bit delayed. I'm assuming he's not gonna send them forward, and the builder here from Rambo is also retreating. This is gonna be uncontested totally. The second battalion is also those Gundabad warriors. The second Hall of the Kingsman is coming up now for Mr. Smok as well. I would say that we potentially gonna see even 3 Hall of the Kingsmen from, you know, potentially both the ANGMAR players to just keep up the spam. Just like with the Goblin faction and also Moro faction, as you know. You can spam those Gundabad warriors, extra overs in the back. And I would say in this matchup also the macro management is gonna be obviously very important, but also micromanagement when you are playing ANGMAR faction with those Thrallmaster units is gonna be very important, because you need to try to keep those Thrallmasters alive to not lose the battalion entirely. And the beautiful part about the ANGMAR faction's units here is that if you keep one of them alive, they will be respawning over time, even if they are level 1 only, boys. That is crazy. Alright, it looks like he will be able to take down this Hall of the Kingsman within seconds. Warchant was used from Rambo 4000, and he himself is being pretty much untouched during all this time. Smok was forced to use his Warchant defensively. He needs to replace this Hall of the Kingsman as soon as possible. The builder here has to be careful, but Smok is paying attention and will be able to get away by building the wall hub. And he might potentially also lose this mill here. Yeah, that's gonna be the case. What a great push here from Rambo 4000. Not only he was forcing his opponent to use the Warchant defensively, but also he was able to take down one of these Hall of the Kingsman and one of the mills from the start. That's really important, by the way, guys. Why are you asking? Glad you're asking. Because the starting mills from any player, any faction, they are most likely gonna hit level 2 and level 3 first, right? And by killing one of them, or potentially even 2 of them, you're gonna deny that from your opponent, and your mills in the meantime are being untouched. I mean, the question is for how long they're gonna be untouched. Also during this push, Rambo was able to get this white creep here, which is pretty nice. Now he will be able to get this in under his control, and the treasure of the creep. He will also be able to keep this mill alive. He's gonna get damaged a bit, but extrovers, the fortress, but also those Ganzabat warriors are doing a great job here. And this game actually looks so great for the blue ANGMAR player Rambo 4000. Let's see if he can continue that. 450 CP for Mr. Smog, 2 power points collected. 400 CP for the ANGMAR player Rambo 4000. Oh, he might lose the builder here. Yes, he just lost the builder. That's quite unfortunate. He was kind of trapped there and he couldn't move away. Yeah, and I think that's gonna help Mr. Smog out a lot, as his stat was really bad. I mean, he was able to get the goblin creep at the top left side, so losing 1 mil is not gonna hurt him that much. But he also lost, you know, one of the Hall of the Kingsmen, and he couldn't do any damage in return besides taking down the builder. And he was just forcing his opponent to use the Snowbind on this level, almost 2 mil. Kind of delete Snowbind, guys. This is gonna stay quite low. Snowbind doesn't work like a rebuild from men or dwarves. It just makes that, you know, makes the structure you are using it on invulnerable for like a short period of time, but it's not gonna heal it up. And by the way, the beautiful part about Snowbind is, what we don't see actually almost ever, is that you can also use it on the enemy structure. That means, for example, if you use it on the enemy Hall of the Kingsman, during the time, yes, you can destroy it or damage the structure, but you can actually deny those units from coming out. And I think situationally that might be a great choice, but you know, in this matchup, most likely not gonna happen. Okay, he doesn't get those Wildmen of Dunland on the field just yet. Smog was able to get actually back into the game quite nicely. He will have now 500 CP as this mill is building up, and 450 CP here for the ANGMAR player on the right side, Rambo 4000. He just lost his almost level 2 mill, and he was also using the Snowbind for that. I mean, Rambo had to see that coming, I guess, because the mill was so low that Mr. Smog is gonna try to take it down. You know, was obviously gonna happen, and it's actually happened, which is kind of unfortunate here for the blue model player, I mean for the blue ANGMAR player, sorry, Rambo 4000. He's quite ahead in terms of power points, but Snowbind, you know, is kind of super defensive choice. You don't have to summon then. With the 10, you cannot go for the Felvin just yet. Smog will have the 5 power points pretty soon. Extrovers here from Rambo 4000 are finally doing a great job, but he's also being attacked from this side. I like the usage of the pathways here from the orange ANGMAR player. I don't know why I keep saying Mordor all the time, guys, sorry. From the orange ANGMAR player, Mr. Smog. He's attacking from multiple sides at once, which is, you know, making it almost impossible to defend. You need to kind of keep so many units around your own side. And there is a level 3 Hall of the Kingsman, by the way, already for Rambo 4000, and he has 3 of these under his control. And the beautiful part about the Hall of the Kingsman level 3 is you can also shoot down the enemy units. But this mill here will also be taken down potentially. I mean, maybe not now, but with the next push, as it's really low. Snowbind might be ready though for the next attack. Smog didn't go for the Snowbind or for the Felvin just yet. I mean, if he can save, you know, 3 more power points, he can go for the summon of Orcs, which he might use offensively. Okay. Yeah, what's happening otherwise here? Not too much. Alrighty. We have now an attack incoming from Rambo 4000. There are some units from Mr. Smog at the bottom left side. And there is a, you know, small amount of army here from Rambo was trying to recover over time, but Smog was able to see them and will be able to take them down. Beautiful. Alright, 3 Hall of the Kingsmen for Smoggy. I mean 2 Hall of the Kingsmen only against 3, and both of them are still only level 1. And he doesn't have any hero on the field as well, so definitely a big, you know, advantage here for the blue ANGMAR player Rambo 4000. Not only he has now a level 3 Hall of the Kingsman, and Dark Rangers are on their way, but also Waldo is joining the fight for the leadership part for the Hillman units. That also includes those extrovers, by the way. And the great thing about those extrovers actually is that they are quite cost efficient. They are very strong against, you know, swordsmen, in this case taking down the enemy Gandabat warriors, but also, unlike archers, they are dealing a decent amount of damage to the enemy structures. There is the white creep still alive, as well as both the troll creeps, and I'm assuming Smog was just able to get the goblin creep here. I might be wrong though, I was not paying attention around the bottom left side. And Waldo is gonna be very impactful once he's level 3 with the pillage ability, right? So whenever you kill enemy units, and that's gonna be the case pretty much all the time, he's gonna get extra resources from that. Might also go for the creep here, which is being the case. I'm wondering what the transition is gonna be here from Mr. Smog. I see still only 2 of the Kingsmen. Both of them are still level 1. Is he saving for a hero or something? He might go for a hero, by the way. I didn't check his resources for a long time. This mill is gonna be taken down, and now he has the 10 power points and will be okay. He's gonna use that one, by the way, on this white creep, and he's gonna get those whites on the field, which is pretty nice. They cost only 150 each, and the recruits time is actually insane. Look how fast they're gonna join the battlefield. And they have a lot of lifesteal, by the way, so you need a lot of extroverts to take them down. Because, oh wait a second, he's gonna lose potentially those Dark Rangers here, as another attack is happening from Mr. Smog. And yeah, this whites, they're gonna be very hard to take down here for the ANGMAR player. Never mind, he has actually Dark Rangers also around this area. You just need to make sure that they don't get attacked, because whenever they attack, you see that, right? They have a lot of lifesteal, boys. So they're gonna heal up to full the second they hit you. You need to kite away. He's just losing those Dark Rangers for no reason. They cost 500 each, by the way. And yeah, he's gonna lose them. That's quite unfortunate. Look, this fight has an insane amount of lifesteal, boys, and doesn't take any damage. Waldo was forced to retreat. He's quite slow. A big fight is happening in the middle, which is in favor of Mr. Smog. He was just using the long shot, by the way, with one of these Rangers, but he wasn't able to deal any kind of damage. Rambo also went for this ability. Okay. Where did he use that one? That's the question. Was he using that on the same structure like Mr. Smog? I guess so. I guess so. That's why Smog was forced to destroy that white creep, by the way. What a game, boys. Alright. A nice defense here. There is still one white alive, but he shouldn't be able to do anything here. There is a level 3 structure, Dark Rangers on the field. They should be easily able to take him down before they can do anything about it. Beautiful. Nice. So. Right, another attack is incoming, so we have a lot of action in this game. There is a wall hub, which is actually not bad, because it gives you so much vision control. And you can also kind of block, you can also use, I mean, I get the question all the time pretty much, by the way, in the comment section, right? Some of you guys were wondering, okay, why people are building a wall hub. Wall hub is not very, not very expensive. It's actually quite cheap. It's gonna give you a decent amount of vision control. And then when you use it around the mills or around other important structures you want to keep alive, it can body block the enemy units, and they won't be able to attack the mill or whatsoever properly, and they can't clump on that one, if this makes sense, right? Which is really important, by the way. And when, for example, one of your builders is getting attacked, and you build a wall hub, at one person already, this wall hub is so tanky for most of the units, they can take it down early on, right? That's why you also see them not trying to destroy the wall hub in order to take down the builder. And if you build anything else like a mill, you might still lose that one, and you're gonna lose the money for the mill, and you're gonna lose the money for the builder. This inn got destroyed, by the way. This is still, oh, this is also destroyed. Okay, I take it. We have almost 7 power points collected for Mr. Smog, for the orange ANGMAR player on the left side. 725 CP available. That's crazy. Rambo on the other side has 600 CP and 6 power points collected after Snowbind, War Chant, and this Allegiance, Untamed Allegiance ability, which you can use on neutral creeps here. And yeah, there are still 2 neutral creeps on the field, by the way, the troll layers. They're both remaining, so it can be used the second it's gonna be available. Felvin was used actually here from Rambo 4000 for defensive purposes. Now, the reason why we see +10, +10, +10 is obviously because of the pillage ability from Waldo. This mill here is gonna be taken down. Smog has now the upper hand. Never mind, he's gonna use the Snowbind on a level 1 mill with almost no experience, which is kinda questionable. There's also Troll involved in level 1, that's why we are able to see those Wolf Riders on the field. And again, even though they are kinda delayed, but they're gonna force now the ANGMAR player Rambo 4000 to make multiple pikemen to protect those archers and keep them alive. And he keeps spamming those tier 1 units here from the Hall of the Kingsmen. He doesn't go for any upgrade on it, he doesn't go for the Black Numenorians, he doesn't go for the Dark Rangers. Keeps spamming those Ganzabad warriors, as they are the most cost efficient unit you can actually get on the field. when you are playing the ANGMAR faction. Those Wolf Riders are kind of trapped here. They might die, and yeah, that's gonna be unfortunately the case for the orange, not model player Shanks, please, ANGMAR player Mr. Smog. 700 CP against 600 CP. Untamed Allegiance is available for both the ANGMAR players and can be used. This one is already under control from Smoky, by the way, and the first cave troll is gonna join the fight. And the cave trolls here, that's really important to mention, you are able to get from the neutral creep. They cost less than the normal cave trolls. And you can also get the cave trolls obviously from the goblin faction. They would cost 500 each, and they would require you to upgrade your fissure to level 2. That's why I would say this can actually be very impactful. Not only you can also, if you would only be able to use it on the neutral creeps in the game, that would be kind of useless later on. But also you can use it on your troll involved then, on your work pit, to increase the production by 75%. On your fissure, spider pit, goblin cave, Moma kill pan, troll cage, and so on, right? So you get your units out on the field much faster, which is actually effective for the goblin, for the Moro, for the goblin, for the Moro, and for the Isengard, and also for ANGMAR because of the troll involved in. But you can't use it on your main production building, which is obviously the Hall of the Kingsman. He's committing to the fortress, by the way, which is a mistake in my opinion. Yeah, he doesn't know that Mr. Smog doesn't have the power points yet for the Snowbind, but he's really close to get them. And he lost the fortress, by the way, in the meantime. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, the fortress has been taken down by those cave trolls. He's trying to do the same. Smog has now the power points he needs for the Snowbind, and he's gonna potentially use it. But the thing is, he doesn't even need to use it, because he lost his only cave troll around. And the bad thing here for Rambo is obviously, when you don't have a fortress up on the field anymore, you can't make use of your power points. Yes, he has around 4,000 plus resources collected, but he has nothing more left on the field. Let me check if he has any production building anywhere. Yeah, there is one building up, and regardless how much money you have, regardless how much CP you have, if you lose your fortress and you lose your last production building, in ANGMAR we are talking about the siege works, the troll involved then, or the Hall of the Kingsman, right? If you lose the last one remaining on the field, you're gonna automatically get defeated. Sorry guys. Yeah, he has actually a lot of money left. He can't use this money at all. No fortress, no command points available to make more units. And he needs to keep those Hall of the Kingsmen alive now. He's actually building 3 of them to delay the game long enough. Unluckily and unfortunately, he wasn't able to destroy this one. So he needs to take care of this troll cage as more trolls are coming from Mr. Smog. And yeah, he has also one of these under his control, but again, his command points capped, so he needs to make multiple mills. Not, it just doesn't matter about the money income, because if you build your resource structures, mills, farms, or whatsoever really close to each other, you don't get any benefits from that, right? So your money income is gonna be very limited, but you're still gonna have the value of the command points. So each structure level 1 is gonna increase your CP by 50. Which is gonna be necessary now because, he's sitting on 150. He has only 1 mil around. He's building a tower here. Waldo is coming to take down this troll, I'm assuming. He's gonna try it, and there is a level 5 troll, the daddy of the trolls. And they won't allow you to build this tower here, my friend, Rambo 4000. The builder is running for his life. And yeah, too many trolls. He's actually being surrounded here. But they can't do it. He's gonna just destroy this one more time. He's gonna lose the level 5 troll. There are still some rangers on the field, by the way. Don't underestimate their damage. And these 2 trolls are the only trolls remaining on the field. From Mr. Smog, he can't make more of these. Why? Because he just lost the troll cage creep here on the top right side to the blue ANGMAR player, Rambo 4000. Yeah, he has still a decent amount of resource income. That's not the problem. He has also some strong units on the field, but you couldn't, his mistake was to use the Snowbind on the level 1 mill, so it was not available for the fortress, right? And I would say using your Snowbind in the mid to late game on a level 1 mill or whatever doesn't make any sense. You need to really try to use it for important structures. What is an important structure? A level 3 Hall of the Kingsman is one of these. A level 3 mill, potentially even a level 2 mill is one of these, right? But not a level 1 mill you was just building up. And especially after realizing that the troll cage here is under control from your opponent and he might go for your fortress, you want to have this major ability from your spellbook, the Snowbind, ready, you know, so you can use it on your fortress, just like Mr. Smog did. And you know, Mr. Smog had like a couple of trolls, they're gonna deal massive damage, and sending out one by one is not gonna be very effective. He has still 2 trolls remaining, by the way, and doing a great job in this matchup, taking down those mills one by one from Rambo 4000, denying him to get actually back into the game. 800 CP still for the orange Mordor player, not Mordor player, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Mordor all the time. For the ANGMAR player, Mr. Smog, and 350 only for the blue ANGMAR player, Rambo 4000. He might lose one of these trolls, they are running over those rangers. This one is not able to do anything, by the way, right now, as he's being behind the structure. That's a bad micro from Rambo, but a great micro from Mr. Smog. They are running just over the trolls. He might lose one of these, by the way. Gonna be close. Unlike the mountain trolls, as you know, they are not able to, you know, heal up by eating an orc. Right, there is a Hall of the Kingsman. He was just cancelling. Okay, there we go. That's the eye shot, baby, from the fortress, by the way. The Winter's Wrath. Not as powerful as the Gorgoroth Spy Fireball. Still dealt decent amount of damage. This one, you know, half health gone. This one is obviously level 3. It's gonna be a bit tankier. He has 2 units in the queue. I mean, he's not even aiming to get his fortress back up on the field. And that already means that he can't win this game without the fortress, right? Because he has 15 power points in the queue, and then 4 power points already picked, but he can't use any of these. Nor can he invest the 15 power points into anything. And power points, they're gonna have such a big impact later on. For example, this one. He was just using the Untamed Allegiance on the enemy troll cage at the top left side. Now this is again under control from Mr. Smog. And there is nothing he can do about it. Yeah, he can try to destroy this, but that's all he can do, right? And yeah, Fortress in late game is the way to victory. And a lot of trolls are coming here. They're gonna use the stones to throw that on the Dark Rangers. They can just focus down this level 3 barracks if they want. And yeah, that's been the case. Too many of them. The troll has been taken down. 2 of them. Not a big deal. More units are coming. 3 trolls are taken down, but again, it's not a big deal, guys. Why? Because he has, you know, 725 CP still. He has enough resource income to make more trolls, as they cost only 400 each. And he keeps spamming them all the time. Yes, Rambo was actually able to expand well enough around this area. He has indeed already 600 CP, which is amazing and incredible. But the problem is, he has 1 just building the 2nd barracks. And that's all he has. Doesn't have the money anymore, as he was investing all of these into the upgrade level 3 on the Hall of the Kingsman, which he just lost, and into making more Dark Rangers to keep himself alive. Mr. Smog on the other side has, you know, a healthy fortress. In the worst case, he can use the Snowbind. He doesn't need to be worried about the trolls anymore. There are no, you know, no one needs to be worried about the trolls anymore. There is a level 5 extra battalion, by the way. This is from Rambo, if I'm not mistaken. So sending them out one by one doesn't make any sense, especially when they're level 5. Level 5 is a huge power spike for the units. Not only they're gonna become more tankier, they're gonna have more health and more damage output, but also they can't get stunned. Like Horn of Gonzo, you know, Cloud Break, Golden Arrow, those abilities, they won't be able to stun them anymore. They are immune to that, right? Which is really really impactful, and you wanna keep those units alive as long as you can. But he's gonna try his hardest to deal as much damage as possible. He's all about to destroy this mill, which is almost level 3, by the way. And funny, but it's the truth. Rambo has more map control than Mr. Smog without the fortress, which is amazing. And Smog was already investing a lot of money into this ice shot from the fortress, which didn't have the impact he was hoping for. And yeah, indeed, we have 0 out of 5. Look, what is he saving for? He has almost 5,000. Is he trying to save for the Witch King? Which might be a mistake. He stopped making units at this point, right? And there is nothing. He was just spamming trolls all the time, and he didn't make any more Gandabad warriors. And now we have 575 CP only for the orange ANGMAR player, Mr. Smog. And we have 600 CP and almost full usage of the CP he has by the ANGMAR player, Rambo 4000. Yes, he can't make anything about this power point at this point, right? He has almost 23 power points collected, by the way. Can't invest them into anything. But if he can keep those mills long enough alive, he can actually, you know, maybe be able to build up the fortress again. I'm expecting a Witch King or something here. Let's see who's gonna join the battlefield. We're gonna see soon. I don't think one hero can do anything about the current situation for Mr. Smog. It was definitely a big mistake, and he was underestimating his opponent. And you know, he was actually thinking that this game is already over. For his defense, so was I. I was also thinking this game is over, but this game isn't over yet. He's gonna lose the last level 3 meal, by the way. And that's gonna drop his CP to 300. And yeah, Witch King is joining, but now what? There are pikemen, and I don't think he's gonna have the impact he's hoping for. One of the most powerful and strongest heroes in the game. The Witch King of ANGMAR, I mean the rise of the Witch King is actually talking about this specific hero here. He has the fortress still up. The ice shot is gonna be available soon. But he needs to, you know, he needs to be very careful here against those pikemen. Because the second they're gonna touch them, he's potentially not gonna die to that, right? Because he's very tanky. He has now the debuff, that's really important, so you can actually negate all the leadership here from LotR. But look how much damage he's taking, boys. And now he's forced to retreat, and he can't do anything about that until he heals up. There is also a Waldo joining now the fight from the ANGMAR player Mr. Smog. That's all he got. All he got. And in the meantime, Rambo didn't give up. He is actually fighting for the victory. He has 27 power points collected. Can't use them. That's the problem. Witch King can't do anything now because he needs the time to heal up, which is gonna take him a while. He's quite tanky, by the way. He has 6,000 health with level 1, 6,300 with level 2. That's quite good. And unlike the Witch King of Mordor, he can't get mounted on the fell beast. He can only get mounted on his horse, on the black horse. A big army is coming here from a Rambo 4000. The ice shot is available though. I mean, Rambo has to be careful because it can be used literally on the army and he might lose every single unit here. But again, the problem is there is no punishment afterwards. Oh, Witch King has to be careful. Oh yeah, ice shot, baby, beautiful. And that's what I was talking about. He almost killed every single unit from the blue ANGMAR player, Rambo 4000. He has this ability under his control. He can use it here on the troll involved in if he wants to. He has almost no money. His tower is gonna be taken down. Witch King is hitting like an absolute truck, by the way, but he's also getting damaged like a lot here. The debuff is crazy. That's the strongest debuff in the game, alongside with the Witch King of the Mordor faction. So, you know, first of all, you actually nullify the enemy leadership, right? So, the enemy loses all the leadership they got. Snowbind was used here from Smoky to save the Witch King. Will this be enough? That's the question. Witch King isn't on his horse, so he's not as mobile. Committing to the fortress might still be a mistake though, because this army is not gonna be enough, I guess, to take it down. I might be wrong. I mean, Snowbind is also available for Mr. Smog, so I'm assuming that's not gonna be the case. He's gonna use the Orc Summon from the spellbook, but Longshot is incoming and every single one of them are gonna be taken down. Witch King is healing up over time. Again, gonna need a lot of time to do that. And this game actually turned into absolute fiesta, guys. I didn't watch this game before. It was not in my streams before, so I didn't know what would happen. I hope you're still gonna enjoy this video and you would leave me a like, and definitely guys, subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would be very helpful. And definitely check me out on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BeyondStandards. We are actually hosting a lot of tournaments, if you don't know, for the rise of the Witch King community. We are streaming almost every second day. Don't have a schedule just yet, but you know, to not miss them, you can turn the notifications on. You can join our Discord community. All the links, guys, you're gonna need, including the Twitch channel from me, are gonna be in the video description below. Beautiful. Enough advertisement though. Back to the game. Alright, Witch King is healing up over time. There is a tower here which is not gonna do anything because he has nothing to actually defend with the tower against. 3 all of the Kingsmen, one of them is level 3. Is he gonna be able to build up the fortress zone? That's the big question. I don't see him doing that. He was using the Snowbind on this level 1 mill, and that might be the mistake again what Rambo did before. Because Snowbind now, he knows Snowbind is on cooldown, right? And what that means for you, now you can actually commit to the fortress. Witch King is just trying to defend. He's dealing splash damage, by the way, killing many units with one strike, which makes sense. He's one of the most expensive heroes in the game. But he needs to now be careful against those pikemen, especially when he's on the horse. When you are not on the horse, you can actually fight them. The horse thing is always a dangerous thing, right? So the horse is gonna give you more armor, I guess, against swordsmen, but you're gonna lose so much armor against pikemen. 31 power points from Rambo, can't use them. That's the worst part about that. If you have that many power points, what's the matter if you can't make anything about that? I mean, any usage of the power points you got. Maybe he should just try to build a fortress here. Just stop making units. I think he has enough units, right? Trying to pressure him a bit doesn't make any sense. He has the majority of the map control. He knows that Smog doesn't have the money income he needs. 350 CP only. Doesn't even have power points to work with. And yeah, I would say Rambo definitely will need a fortress here. Just to have the war chant, you know, you can use Snowbind maybe on a structure like Troll and Wolften. And Mrs. Smog is trying to upgrade to level 2. You can get so many power points from the spellbook. Okay, Felvin was used from Smog. Yeah, power points, they have such an impact. And by the way, we have a level 4.5 Witch King here. And making sure to kill those Troll Masters, and that's gonna make the entire, you know, battalion gonna be dead after that. Rambo is just building up more towers here. Look how many towers he got. He has 3 actually in, you know, left, middle, and right side. Full map control. I mean, there are still so many empty spots he could expand easily, I guess, right? He can make a mill here maybe, around this area, easily. Witch King. Waldo is almost level 3. That's gonna be actually helpful for Mr. Smog, because he's gonna get so much money after that, right? Let's see. I'm actually wondering how impactful this pillage is gonna be in a situation like Mr. Smog. Because he has really one superhero, right? One of the most powerful heroes in Rise of the Witch King. And then he was Waldo, who's also, you know, very strong. Once he's level 5, he can summon, you know, as you know, Hillman for the reinforcements. And you know, Snowbind is not ready from Smog, right? It's not ready quite yet. But look, he's gonna get now. The problem is he keeps killing the troll, and you know, he keeps killing the entire battalion with one strike. I don't know about that commitment here from Rambo. I don't think it's gonna work. This is not gonna be enough to even damage. He's actually trying to take down this battle tower expansion, but look, he keeps one-shotting the Troll Master, and that's why entire battalions are gonna die. Maybe stop making those Gandabat warriors and make some black Numenorians instead, because they are not working like a Troll Master unit, and indeed Witch King is not gonna be able to one-shot them. They are also tankier than Gandabat warriors. And you can also buy armory or something. Or maybe you can make siege weapons. You can make this troll stone throwers if you want to. You can build a fortress if you want to. So you have many possibilities. This might be a bad situation here for Mr. Smog, by the way. He's being surrounded. Because of the tower, not every unit is able to attack. But once the tower is gone, they're gonna be very big time surrounded. There is no heal available, obviously, for ANGMAR, as we know. Is there a way back from this area? He's gonna try to run for his life, I'm assuming. Waldo was able to get away. And Witch King is running as well. I mean, even though his nice shots here. Oh, but Dark Rangers are arriving now. Even though his health bar is so low, but he has still so much health left, because he has like 7,200 health. I think he has like 150 health left still. Oh, Avalanche is coming. I mean, not Avalanche. The snow attack from the fortress. Witch King is very slow. He's trying to press S to make the enemy unit stop as he's trying to disengage. I mean, Mr. Smog has nothing else to micro besides those 2 heroes, so that's why he's able to micro them. And Witch King is very low, but not that yet, not that yet. And yeah, he makes now more and more Dark Ranges, which makes sense, so you can actually damage him from a far distance. He will have the Orcs here, by the way, Mr. Smog, which will be used defensively. Warchan will be used on them as well. I mean, he has nothing else to use the Warchan on, so it makes sense. You can also use the Felwind if he really wants to, but I would say it's not gonna be necessary. Felwind plus the Ice Shot from the Fortress can also be a great combo, so you can actually group them in the center of the attack you wanna make. So you can make sure that the snow shot or the ice shot is gonna kill every single unit in this specific area, right? That could be a great possibility as well. 400 CP only. I mean, guys, I don't know about you, I don't know about your opinion about this game, but let's be honest, we have not seen a game before, especially not on my YouTube channel, so I take it. I'm gonna upload that one. Sorry, don't hate me for that. Snowbind was used on the troll involved then. More towers are coming up for Rambo 4000. And he still didn't manage to build a fortress, by the way. He's trying to win the game without one of the fortress, but I think it's gonna be much more difficult in the next minutes than it was until now, if this makes sense for you. Why? Because Smok keeps getting more power points. I mean, the only win condition here would be to kill the Witch King, right? I mean, he's the biggest threat right now. We need to take him down as soon as possible. And once the Witch King is dead, I think the game is gonna be over, because there is nothing that can hold, you know, Rambo back from taking down the fortress afterwards. Yes, now the Dark Iron Forge, by the way. It looks like he is gonna make the Troll Stone Throwers and not Rambo, as he's trying to win the game without that. Which is not gonna work. Because again, this is gonna be up soon. I mean, not very soon, but it's gonna be up soon, trust me. This game has to be a suffer game at this point for Rambo. What is his win condition? I would say killing the Witch King, Waldo. Not that much. Witch King is definitely the target you want to take down. Making some siege weapons yourself. There we go. They're finally coming now from the Dark Iron Forge in the back. He's also getting the level 2 upgrade. That's gonna give him the chance to get the ice shot. And building the fortress. I think those 3 are his options to win the game. And this is gonna be the easiest way to do that. Because I would say he will have enough protection with those rangers and those pikemen around, that Witch King won't be able to reach out to those Trollstone Throwers. And as he has no expansions around the fortress that can actually shoot that far, okay, he's gonna use the Felwind. Witch King is inside the army, hitting like an absolute truck, by the way. He has Screech, which he might use around this area to actually make the enemy units run away to take down the Trollstone Throwers, but he has to do it now. Microing around, yes, Screech will be used now. Again, will make the enemy units run into different directions. Rambo is microing, but he's gonna lose this one. Oh, the troll involved then is one hit away from getting destroyed. It's a level 3 structure, but he actually never made any units after that, right? He never made any hill trolls, didn't make any snow trolls, nothing like that. Is the Witch King dead? I hope not. The Witch King is alive. He's quite low. But the problem is with Witch King, you know, unlike the other level 10 heroes, like, you know, really powerful, impactful heroes like Aragorn, once he's level 10, he can summon one battalion of the Army of the Dead, right? Then you have Gandalf with the Word of Power, right? Then you have, I don't know, Dane, you can use, you know, you can summon the Royal Guard, right? They are also very strong. Or Shatterhammer from Gloin. Witch King's ability is not gonna be very impactful in this current situation, because it's like a counter hero ability, right? Once he's level 10, the Aura of Witch King, I mean level 8, the Aura of Witch King is gonna... special ability timers are just to reset used. I mean reset to just used. So it's gonna be like it's on cooldown, right? So you can use, for example, when you are playing against Gandalf, you use it, his Wizard Blast is gonna be on cooldown, Lightning Sword, Easterly Light, and Word of Power as well. So he can make use of his power points. But again, in a situation like this, it's not gonna do anything for you. And Witch King has been just taken down, by the way, so he doesn't need to be worried about that. Giants are special summoned for defensive purposes, but the Dark Rangers were able to finish him off. Who's the hero battalion who was able to kill him? This one potentially, because he got level 3. I feel like, you know, taking down the Witch King should give you much more experience, so getting only 2 levels from that doesn't seem very reasonable to me. Because you killed a Witch King who was level 7, who's again one of the most expensive heroes in the game. Look the power points from Rambo. He has 40 power points collected, full CP, but no fortress. And now Witch King is dead. I would say there is nothing that can actually stop him anymore. The Giants are still remaining on the field. He's gonna try to buy as much time as possible for the Snowbind. I mean, I keep saying Snowbind, but this Ice Shot to be ready. Felwind is gonna be ready. Snowbind is ready as well, so you can use it just to delay the fortress from getting destroyed. But I would also say that not having Witch King at your side anymore is gonna make it almost impossible to actually you know, keep defending yourself when your major abilities from your spellbook and from your fortress are gonna be on cooldown. That means the next attack might get defended. He has White, he has Orcs almost up, he has Fellwind, he has Snowbind, he has the Ice Shot. So it's gonna be definitely defended. I'm assuming he's gonna use it here, right? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Booyah! He also was able to kill the Trollstone Thrower, one of them at least. He has 3 of these, by the way. One of them at the expansion, and 2 of them are in the back. So he's gonna use them, I guess. But it's also used, by the way, from Mr. Smug. Where is Waldo? Did Waldo die? I think so. There is a builder here. No, he's not dead. He's here actually. He's actually trying to put some counter pressure. He was using the Summon Hillman. Again, whenever he kills enemy units, he's gonna get money, you know. That's why Smog has actually that much money. He's definitely trying to save for the Witch King to revive him. He has 3000 resources collected. This level 3 mill will be taken down from Rambo 4000. But he has still 1000 CP. But the problem is he has not many units around anymore. Because he keeps losing them. Since he gives too much time to Mr. Smug. And every time, I mean, we had like the same situation like 5 times now, right? Correct me guys in the comment section below if I'm mistaken. Yeah, I don't know about the current situation here for Rambo 4000, because he keeps losing them, because he keeps giving time. Look, he's gonna potentially lose this one to the Stone Throwers, and he's actually being able to push him back now. Another mill potentially gonna be taken down, definitely gonna be taken down, I'm assuming. Waldo might still be able to finish it. It's a level 3 mill, by the way. That's the second level 3 mill he might, you know, end up losing. And he still doesn't have a fortress up on the field, guys. That's crazy. Smog is pushing back. What is going on in this game? Okay, one more hit is gonna be needed. Waldo is gonna die for that, but I would say it's not worth for Smog. It's not worth it. Taking down one level 3, you know, mill and losing your level 6 Waldo for that doesn't make too much sense to me. Okay, now we have a war here between Stone Throwers, as they were trying to take down this level 3 all of the Kingsmen. Rambo is microing around, but Gundabad Warriors, they're gonna make it to those... Oh! He killed his own units here, by the way, and the Stone Thrower was able to survive. That's crazy. That's the definition of Fiesta. Let's check the money, and definitely Witch King is back on the field soon. He's reviving Witch King, for sure. He had like over 3000 resources collected by the time I was checking him. So, definitely, Witch King is gonna join the fight, and I'm also assuming that he was able to get the money for Waldo. So Waldo and Witch King are gonna both join the fight pretty soon. And he has only 10 power points collected. 800 CP now. He's, you know, for the first time after like 5 minutes, dropping below 1000 command points. We are talking about Rambo 4000, the blue ANGMAR player, who has 41 power points, but yet not able to use them. He keeps spamming more units, obviously. A level 2 Iron Forge. They have here catapults fighting against each other. And yeah, actually, those ranges are dealing decent damage to this Trollstone Thrower as well. I didn't know that. Okay, this is gonna be taken down for sure. This is also gonna be taken down. He's finally actually placing them into different directions to make sure that he can attack from multiple angles at the same time. 42. Keeps spamming those Trollstone Throwers, that's why he's so low on money all the time. Ice Shot is gonna be available soon. He was using Snowbind here on this mill, by the way, and that might be a mistake again from Mr. Smog. He's not gonna have it for the fortress, that's what I'm trying to say. And those Stone Throwers, they're gonna deal decent damage. He has 2 of them still for defense. Smog has almost no money, pretty much. He has 525 CP, just because I think of this 3-4 mills he has. This one is almost level 3, this one is almost level 3 as well. This is gonna be taken down for... Nah, never mind, he was able to snipe down the Trollmaster. Waldo is back in the business. Gonna use the Snowbind. Gonna use the Hillman from the level 5 ability. Okay, it looks like he didn't make Witch King, because by the time Witch King should be... Nah, there we go. The second I'm saying that, Witch King is back in the business. Is Waldo dead again? Nah, he's here. He's here. Level almost 6, by the way. He's here. But he needs to run now. Witch King scary. Level almost 8. Nice trample here on those Dark Rangers. And if you are wondering now, and if you're asking yourself, what am I watching right now? I feel you. I got you. I feel the same, brother. And Rambo is done. Actually, he doesn't want to play anymore. He's gonna leave the game and he's gonna be defeated, boys. What an absolute fiesta. What did we watch just now? What the heck? Anyways, I hope you still enjoyed that somehow. And if you did, please, and even if you didn't, it's not my fault. It's not my replay, by the way. Please leave me a like on this video. Likes help out a lot, by the way, boys. And subscribe for more content like this in the future. Again, we're gonna have our, World Championship for Rise of the Witch King pretty soon with a cash prize of $500, right? And we're gonna stream almost every single series on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BeyondStandards. The link for that, also the link for the Discord is gonna be in the video description below. I would love to see you in the next live stream. Until then, take care of yourself, guys. Have a great evening or, day or whatever time you're watching that. And see you soon. As always, stay beyond standards. Bye bye.